Louisville Mayor Greg Fischer is joining us now. Thank you for being here today, Mayor.
My pleasure.
A couple hours ago, you were with LMPD talking about a new initiative called Operation Clear Path. Tell us about it. Do you think it'll better protect the city, and is it worth the investment?
Oh, absolutely. It's not much of an investment. Actually, it's using existing technology, so our shot spotter technology, which is a gunshot detection technology. And we looked at some of the alleyways where most of those shots were clustered, and we saw that we could open them up and clear them up so our police could pursue more readily down those alleyways, and also just make them cleaner and greener and more safe as well. So it's a great example of the police operating in teamwork with our Public Works Department for the betterment of our city. So it's kind of a no-brainer.
That sounds good. Well, talking about the teacher protests in Frankfort, over thousands of teachers were there on Monday just voicing their opinion against pension reform. What's your reaction to so many teachers standing up for themselves?
I think it's great. I mean, what we're seeing is the First Amendment is alive and on steroids these days, whether it was the teachers yesterday, a week ago, Saturday, our students marching for life for more gun safety. I mean, I think that's what democracy is all about. So people need to express themselves, not just day in and day out like that, but also at the voting box here coming in May and November.
And this problem has basically resolved itself, but I did want to touch on it. So over the weekend, some Lou City fans were upset because they were told to take off their masks because of a longtime ordinance that said you couldn't hide your identity in public. Now the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office says that they're not going to enforce that ordinance at the games, but what was your reaction to this? Do you think that's the right decision?
Yes. I mean, Louisville City soccer has been great for the city, so a big part of that is the fan club experience. Some of them wear masks to have more fun and kind of
they dress up
shake
and
things up. No, it looks great. And, I go there and I bang the drums to cheer the team on to victory. So it was a little blip that got worked out. Everybody got kind of a chuckle about it, and we'll move on, and the different fan clubs will be bigger and better than ever.
Exactly. Well, tomorrow is the 50th anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King's death, and talking about his legacy, how does that influence your work as the mayor of the city?
Well, in a huge way. I mean, our city is about creating opportunity for everybody. So you got to grow an economy, and it has to be an inclusive economy, so everybody feels like they're connected to a bright future. So that certainly was one of Dr. King's message, one of the great Americans in our history. It's hard to believe a half century has passed. I remember I was 10 years old when he was shot and killed on the balcony there in Memphis, and it shook me up back then. So much of our work is guided by his influence and his cries for people, everybody, having life, liberty, pursuit of happiness for all, for everybody. This isn't just for one demographic. So the battle is far from won. The journey is still on, and our goal is to have a city where there's no discrimination of any kind, where everybody has maximum opportunity.
Okay, well, Mayor Fischer, thank you so much for joining us today.
Juliana, nice to be with you.